the picture of you and Joey came out, like, what was your initial reaction when the internet went crazy?
I was about to.
He don't want to. He's scared.
I was very surprised. I didn't know I had so many haters.
Jacob ain't text you after that picture came up?
Word with me, yeah, you know BT. Suit so low, shout out OCT. No real cap, call out what we see. Whole game ready, baller blitz on 3. No, you can't stand on your own 2 feet. I already know you can't ball with me. Come chop it up with the squad and me. They get a letter, they calling me. BallerAlert. 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 BallerAlert.
BallerAlert, welcome to the BallerAlert Show podcast, available everywhere you get your podcast. I go by the name of Ferrari Simmons.
And I am your bestie, Sue Solo.
You know BT.
OCT, what that?
Serayah's in the building. Can you give us some snaps? I didn't know.
It's not just Serayah in the building, man. We got the actress, singer, songwriter, performer, man. Hey, Serayah has been in like cult classics. I'm gonna just say, like, from Empire to BMF to Wu-Tang, Saga continue. Like, come on, yo. We got Serayah in the building.
You got snap with us.
Thank you. I appreciate the intro. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the BallerAlert Show.
I'm good. How y'all doing?
It's all about you, sis. It is all about you. We good though, but it's about you.
It's all about you. Matter of fact, can you take us back? You know, we met you in 2015. I'm not sure if that's where you exactly started, but we met you on Empire 2015. Like, and that was a time, like an era, like when people was doing watch parties, like everybody was locked into Empire, and we got to meet you, and you was singing, dancing. You know, sometimes people think like, you know, you just do that for the role, but you are actually doing music, you know, and everything. So can you take us back to that time? Like, how did you get into acting? Is that something that you always wanted to do?
Yeah, performing in general is always been a passion of mine, and my mom put me in dance at 4, and I started writing music at like around 10. And it's always been a super passion of mine. And I remember being I think 5 or 6 years old. I went to a Destiny's Child concert, and I was just like, "Yep, that's what I'm gonna do."
That's it.
Not even. It was like I'm a survivor vibes, and and so that was like the pivotal moment for me as far as I can remember. And then ever since then, it's just been, you know, a grind, a nonstop, you know, grind. Just always involved in it in school and outside of school. But specifically in 2015, I had just graduated high school.
Oh, wow.
A year before. And that was my first opportunity at like a television or being on TV. And so theatrically, it was just different. It was a great opportunity, and because I've done modeling and things like that before, commercials, but not anything film and TV. So Empire was definitely my segue into the world I'm in now.
How did you get that opportunity?
My friend Dejan, so Dejan Butler, I'm gonna just put that out there.
Shout out Dejan, what up?
Yeah,
shout out Dejan.
That's oh my gosh, that's family at this point. But so he gave me the tip off of like, there's an audition. I know that you sing and you dance. This character has to sing and dance, and they're looking for this role. See, so his mom is Leah Daniels, who is Lee Daniels' sister. She's a casting director. So he, it was in the family, and he was kind of like, I'm about to put my friend on.
That's how you supposed to do.
Yeah. And so she liked my look, and then I had to audition a couple times, and you know, it made its way through her. It made it to Lee Daniels. Then I had to audition for Fox again, and then I was shipped off to Chicago and filming Empire. So yeah, it was really crazy though, because you know, when I got the audition for the show, it didn't exist. Yeah. So it was definitely a whirlwind. I didn't expect anything.
How did your life change in that time?
So much, girl. So much. Like 360. I mean, I grew up struggling and just kind of like, you know, it wasn't easy childhood. I moved a lot. I have friends all over the country.
So where did you start? And then
so originally I'm from Southern California, moved to LA, the Valley area. Then I moved here actually.
Atlanta, okay.
And my dad lives in Seattle, so I lived with my dad for a little while.
Damn, you all
Yeah, I moved a lot as a kid. A lot. So So it was that. And so when Empire came, I was going to college and I was working at H&M. And I had
what college were you at?
Community college in the Valley. It's, and I was, it's called Pierce College, by the way.
I was like, ooh, she did not have a good time there.
No. I didn't want to. I knew what I wanted to do.
Right.
So, I was doing that, working at H&M, and I had just booked a modeling agent, CESD. So I was doing that on the side. And then, once I got that call, I was like,
you was like, I'm out. That was your first time acting?
No, but pretty much on TV.
On that level.
First time. I was very green.
Before your breakout, though, for Empire to be your breakout, like you
That's
did
big.
the thing. Like you was performing like when you and the Ryan Destinies of the world, you know, y'all can like really put on and perform when it came on. I'm like, dang, you got everybody locked in. And then y'all had the songs that like Lee Daniels should definitely have like a talent agency because drip drop and all that stuff that y'all was trying.
She didn't want to go back to H&M.
I love H&M, but listen, working there is very different. But no, you're right though, because Lee has a special eye for raw talent.
Yeah.
And that's something that has proven over and over. So I'm very, grateful to have been a part of that process. And other, new or green artists were a part of the show as well. So it was this whole fresh face type of thing. So performing is, like I said, my thing, but Tiana didn't start off as that. She was actually supposed to be more of a Lauryn Hill, Aaliyah type.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was the original character role. And
how or why did it evolve?
Change. So they had a choreographer, but once again, it wasn't involved as she was this big performer. So it wasn't a big thing until I took it upon myself to make up my own dance for Keep It Moving, which was one of the first songs on the show. And once they saw me perform, and some of those moves I made up, I choreographed. Once they saw me perform, the whole trajectory of Tiana changed. They're like, okay, nope, she's not Aaliyah, she's not this no more. We want Hakeem and Tiana to be Jay-Z and Beyonce. So it changed. And then ever since then, it was like Jamaica Craft, who was an amazing choreographer, came in. And I was like in Jamaica's boot camp, okay? I got my whole entire life with her.
Wow.
With Look But Don't Touch, my body was like, I can't move. But yeah, so that's how it evolved.
You still friends with any of the cast members from Empire?
I am. I'm friends with a lot of them. I mean, we're all moving and working. So I try my best to stay tapped in as much as I can.
Speaking of friends, and around that time too, Taylor Swift, you was like in the clique. Like you was really popping. Like I mean, you still popping, but
she
like,
popping even more.
The way that you started was just like you just took off.
I'm trying to tell you, like that time in my life, it was like left and right. Like I couldn't really grasp what was really happening because everything happened so fast. So yeah, when I got the call to be in her video, I was like, this cannot be real.
Yeah.
How was Taylor Swift?
She's great. She's a girly girl. She's a girl's girl. I can say that.
Yeah.
And she takes pride in having girlfriends and women empowerment and all that type of stuff. So it was great being around those ladies because once again, like we're relatively peer group, but there are people I looked up to, like Taylor Swift.
Hell yeah.
Like she's the songwriter of
what's up with that feature?
So I was just kind of sitting back, like just experiencing it all. And I was 19, so
fresh out of high school, fresh out of H&M.
And you hanging out with Taylor Swift.
You a cool kid, man.
Mentally, how was that for you? Because, everything's going so fast for you at that particular moment. You're 19. I know that's a lot to take in mentally.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked because, like, with something like that drastically changing, your whole entire, like, mindset is just, like, being challenged, and I'm fine. Friendships are changing, and families dynamics are changing, and now me finding out once you get on TV, people look at you differently. I haven't changed. I'm the same person.
Family asking for money.
Yeah. No,
instantly you have $1 million in your pocket.
They're like, you got $1 million. I seen you on TV.
Let me tell you, I just want to say, I seen something that Taraji put out there, and I love that she did this because this is real life. When you are a guest star on a show, you're getting paid maybe, I don't know what the running rate is anymore, but what I got paid was about maybe, 8 or 5 an episode, 5,000 an episode. But then once you get your check, it's half of that. So, and then I'm not in every episode. I'm only paid in the episodes I'm on.
People forget about taxes.
Okay, and so just because you make it on TV, I was doing bookings every weekend the first couple seasons of Empire because I wasn't a regular, so I couldn't count on being in every episode. Therefore, my money, right? I gotta pay rent. I gotta live. So I was flying.
You gotta
around.
Look good going to these events. Hair, makeup,
everything
wardrobe.
Costs. You know this, and so it's like I was doing a lot of club appearances for real. Like it was great, the exposure, but I needed the money. So you know what I mean? It's what you said. Once you get on TV, people automatically like, oh, you're rich. Not the case.
It's like I'm arriving. I haven't arrived, but I'm arriving.
Because I seen with Michael B. Jordan, he just did an interview $1 million worth of game, and he was like, they was talking to him about, man, do you feel like you made it? And he was like, I finally feel like that I made it. I'm 36 and I've been acting for 15 years.
Wow.
And he said, I finally feel like I've made it with this Creed movie. I feel like I have arrived. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, that says a lot about this business. People just automatically think, because you're on TV, you making all this money and stuff like that, and that you could just take care of your whole family.
Yeah, instantly, right? That's crazy.
Question. So you're 19, this is changing, your mental is evolving and relationships are changing. Are you in a relationship? Are you single at this particular time? Or because that could have changed.
The people want to know.
Because we seen you with Joey Badass, but then I was kind of mad.
Let's address that shortly.
I was mad.
We talk about.
I was mad.
Time out. Wait. Let's rewind. We're gonna get to that. Don't answer that yet.
I don't want to be next to this
You're 19.
Okay.
Everything's coming at you fast. Relationships are changing. Have you? I'm not gonna assume that you have been single this whole time because I know that. But the question I'm trying to ask is, everything is changing. What about your relationship status? What about if you are seeing someone? Did that change?
I'm Serayah. Everybody knows me, Serayah, but now I'm Serayah on TV. It's different, right?
Correct.
So it gets a little. It just changes, and guys sometimes they feel a little, the ego be threatened.
Yes.
Definitely.
You're surrounded by celebrities, people with money and access.
Right. So now they may feel away, and so I've dealt with all of that. I mean, it's definitely a thing, but I did date. No one knew. Okay. I'm a private person. Yeah. Even in my last situation, we were together for a year before we went public. So yeah, it's.
How did that even happen? How did
last
he approach
situation.
you? Were you guys somewhere together, or how did y'all get together? You and Jacob.
When did we meet?
Yeah, like how did you guys connect? Like to the point where you decided to be together.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, both of our shows shoot in Chicago. Okay. And I think there was just a specific summer where The Shy and some of the other cast from Empire, we all know each other. We shoot down the street from each other, by the way, on the studio film a lot. So we were just all hanging out for a summer, and it just kind of happened that way. The friendship built into more.
So y'all were there on the summer, or was it a break, or y'all were shooting and then?
Well, Empire always started right after 4th of July. Okay. So we were there shooting during the summer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then y'all got bored, and then he was like, yo, let's hang out.
Not bored.
We don't know nobody else in Chicago.
He is mad, for real.
I knew him for years before that, but so it just happened to happen that summer.
So y'all started as like friends, and then it just evolved. That's right.
That's the homie, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what's your type? Do you have a type?
I don't have a type, honestly. I really don't. Okay. But I could say someone who's confident and sure and evolving and, is kind of aware of themselves and can reciprocate energy.
Yeah.
I heard that.
That type of thing. Obviously, doing his own thing, has his own thing going. And And I'm good. You know, I don't need to jump into someone's already made situation. I'm not interested in that. Because I'm doing my own thing. I'm not focused on your bag. But I do think it's important for both people to have, you know, their own things going.
You gotta have a job.
Yes.
People say that, but realistically, you have
successful
things that you like, doing. Right? Like you may like to travel, you may like nice things. So realistically, you're gonna want a partner that can appease that. Like, you're not saying spend a bag on me every day.
Right, but someone that can complement the lifestyle.
Absolutely.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna go back to like your old neighborhood and just start dating Joe from down the street. Like, it's got to be someone of some type of.
So what you trying to say?
They don't have to be.
Nicki Minaj is dating her childhood boyfriend.
What you trying? Get it out. You trying to say
Nicki Minaj is dating her. Nicki Minaj went back to her childhood boyfriend.
I'm saying that works for her. Would never be in your neighborhood.
Okay, go ahead, BT. You guys ask about Joey.
One second. So you did come out and say that you guys broke up. It was like a mutual decision, I guess, or you guys grew apart. You said.
Yeah.
Talking about her and Jacob.
Yeah. So are you guys still friends now, or?
I wouldn't say friends, but we have had, you know, conversations afterwards, and I think that it's no bad blood. I think it's just something that we both realized that right now at this time, he's focused on what he's doing, and I am too. And sometimes you just gotta be mature about it and be like, okay, we're not gonna sit here and go back and forth all day. You know, I still am rooting for you. I obviously love him, and I have love for him, and I want him in, you know, a beautiful situation, and he's got things going on, dropped a movie in theaters, you know what I mean? So it's just certain things where I don't want no bad blood. We didn't say anything on purpose. I never wanted that. So, but I do realize that with me saying nothing
says a lot.
Well, I thought it did, but people still.
We seen the pictures.
I think you guys did it so quietly.
It was too quiet.
It was too quiet.
It was way too quiet.
I thought it was obvious.
No, it's
but
obvious
I guess not.
when the pictures got deleted. That's when I was like, it's over.
Well, I think
I think it was when the picture of Joey Badass came out. Then they're like,
it seemed like
it looks really good.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I was mad. I was like, where is Jacob?
No, so for me, I mean, I know Jacob, and you know, of course, I was able to see you guys. You guys were very public. Like, I mean, you guys went to a lot of events together. You shared photos of each other on social media. So for me, I did start to question at some point, like, they're getting a little quiet. Like, what is happening? And I did not assume it was work or anything, because you guys are always working, but you still seem to find time to be with each other, support each other. So I definitely was like, okay, I
knew it was over. When the pictures go down, the relationship is over.
They're not all deleted.
Who took their pictures down first?
Ooh.
I think we just stopped posting together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a bad breakup? Because I feel like maybe I'm a little different, but I'm friends with all my exes. Like, we are cordial. It's very mature. Listen, it ain't working. Doesn't mean that we don't have love and respect for each other. But as far as being in an intimate relationship, we're going to leave that alone. But for you to say that you guys are not friends, are you friendly?
Oh, well, yeah. Like, if I see him, it's hey. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we have bad blood, like I said, but friends with me, like, we communicate, which we don't.
Got it.
She got her own thing going on, man. She on BMF. She on Wu-Tang.
No.
But that's dope. That's dope, though, man.
She got so much other things to worry about.
You know, and sometimes I'm very much like you, where I can be cordial and stuff, but everyone's not like that. You have to also respect that factor, too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't like that. They might text you and be like, you miss me?
Hell no.
So the picture of you and Joey came out. Like, what was your initial reaction when the internet went crazy?
I was about to.
He don't want to. He's scared.
I was very surprised. I didn't expect that.
Had me fooled.
So I said, had me
fooled. Had all of us fooled.
I said, now if she don't post them, then it ain't real. And then you post it, I said, oh, real.
We was in the group chat talking about you. I said, oh.
Oh gosh. I'm filming right now, Kingdom Business, and I was at work like, oh my God, my phone is on fire. Like, I wasn't, of course, right? But
right.
I just wasn't expecting that. And then I wasn't expecting people to be like, saying the things they were saying, and I usually don't read comments.
Comments was crazy.
Y'all look good together.
Comments was crazy.
I mean, y'all do look good.
Like, what were they saying that surprised you?
I didn't know I had so many haters.
We didn't see those comments.
I didn't see those comments.
We didn't see those comments.
Yeah, no.
You was looking too hard.
I seen a lot. I swear.
Your algorithm messed up.
I think it was. Listen, I don't know. Look, I didn't look at the shade room or maybe the big ones, but on his posts.
Okay.
It's like,
That makes sense.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But it was a lot going on. But I think it was very interesting. It was kind of funny. I was laughing a little bit. And the video's out. Did you guys watch it?
I haven't seen the video yet.
Show Me
it's
is the
definitely
song.
like a love story. So it's a really, really dope video and concept.
You had us all fooled.
Jacob ain't text you after that picture came up?
Ooh.
This guy.
Oh,
Stop it.
I would have been like, hey, what going on?
See? No, he didn't.
I was just
Good
like,
job, Jacob.
man, Jacob, Joey Badass, so different, right? And then that's why I was like, what's your type? I don't have a type. It could be someone who's like super clean cut, fashionable, and then it could be someone who might be a little edgy. So I believed it. I thought you were with him, but he believes in polygamy. No, he believes in multiple girlfriends. Joey Badass.
Aquarius is in general, to me.
In general,
we're not meant for like one person or one thing or one. We got to move around. Aquarius is a real we like an entity.
You feel like Aquarius can't be monogamous?
Well, I can't speak for all Aquarius, but I do resonate with that personally. I'm not sure if
We saw
a
your tweets.
monogamous relationship is necessally for me.
100%. I was like, I do not see her being girlfriend 1, 2, 3.
We said we were going to ask you this. We was like, we're going to ask her about this relationship.
Hell no.
And Octavia said, I don't think she's into that type of
No,
stuff.
you
definitely not. Definitely not.
Ladies, y'all know.
Girl, I was like, ain't no way. Come on.
Yeah, I
That
don't
was
know.
for his song, Show Me.
Yes.
And now you have a song that you
Can we
released
talk?
in February.
Can we talk
Love or
about your
Die.
music, please?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
let's
song is
talk
a
about that.
vibe.
Big
It
music
is a
junkie.
vibe. It's sexy. Went to her single release the other night and just hearing the song over and over and seeing different types of people vibe to it. Girl, you
Thank
did that.
you. I
Yes.
appreciate you for
yes,
pulling up,
yes,
too.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite songs right now, to be honest.
Okay. That's good.
It just feels so good, and I'm just in a space where, releasing more music is upon the
Independently?
horizons. Yes, independently, and yeah, I've been in my bag, but I've been just working. I just been in the lab, so
Talk that shit.
yeah, and it's starting to finally blossom. When you plant a seed and it's just there, you just watering it. I listen to TD Jakes a lot, so
Come on, me
I'm
too.
talking about
I heard
planting
that.
the seed. And when you first start seeing that little bit of something coming out the ground, I feel like that's where I'm at right now. And it's been a lot of years of just ever since Empire. I've been in the studio for years.
I was going to say, how do you find the time? Because your schedule is crazy.
Yeah, now it's super crazy, but on Empire, whenever I had time off or anything, I would just be in the studio. That's what I was doing. And it's also an outlet for me, so it's a very natural space. But as far as putting music out, I have developed my own vibe and what that is. And I'm a performer, so it has to be something that we can move to. And I happen to, link up with this artist, Village Boy Prince in LA.
Gotta check him out.
Yeah, I gotta check him out. And yeah, we just started vibing, and it was a great vibe.
Well, I'm excited for the
That's how Love or Die
project.
came.
When will that be completed?
No, we're ready.
What is the date?
What is the date?
I know it's probably going to be a minute though.
Yeah, I don't have a date yet, but I am gonna put out another single in the summer for sure.
I have a personal question. In a time frame of tattoos, I don't see any tattoos.
You just can't see them.
Okay.
No, but I do have tattoos. I have
there you go.
one here.
There go one.
I have one here.
There you go.
Little classy ones, little Rihanna classy.
dainty.
Yeah, I have small
So no
tattoos.
sleeves or anything's gonna ever come?
Probably not. I really would love to do that, but I can't stand the pain. So
So that's why they're tiny.
yeah, that's why they're little. And because it's just a lot when you on TV, you got to get your tattoos cleared, or you got to do that every day.
Facts.
You know,
Got it.
so
It takes
I
a
don't
long
wanna
time
really
for
go
it.
through that. some of my peers, actor friends, have to go through that to come an hour early just to get their whole sleeve covered up.
Got it.
That's just too much.
Yeah.
Why do you feel after all this time people are finally gravitating to your music, your sound?
You know what? For a long time, I was Tiana from Empire, and
It was hard to detach.
I think so. I think it was hard, and I fought it for a while, and I was getting frustrated a little bit. But you know what? I started to just ride the wave and be okay with that. And you know, it's a beautiful thing to be recognized for what you're doing. So I now am starting to feel like, now that I'm kind of branched myself out of that into all these different avenues, people are able to, you know, see me and kind of just see Serayah for what Serayah is.
And you're growing up like, you know, on television, and people are seeing you in a different light. And speaking of, you're on the series BMF. How was your thought process going into something like that? Because with those type of shows, those 50 Cent Power and all that stuff, it's a lot of, it's a little more heavier than an Empire or a Kingdom Business. You know, it's you know, you got the nudity, the sex scenes, and you just never know. I mean, because Cash Doll, her first time on the thing was just, you know, just bow in your face. So, like, what was your thought process going into BMF?
I was so excited. Y'all, I love gritty. They said no makeup. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
You know, like, I love being outside of what I'm used to or what people are used to seeing me as. Being a pop star for 6 years, it felt good to just jump into something that felt really grounded and real. And I got to, you know, Lori, she's a tomboy. She plays ball, you know, so it was just a whole different thing that I can relate to, you know, growing up. I played ball growing up. Oh, really? So, yeah.
What position you play?
Point guard girl.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
So yeah, it made me feel excited to jump into this other world. And also, 50 Cent has amazing content.
Yes.
Like his
He prides himself on that.
I mean, but it is, and it's so good, and it's grounded, and it's real, and you know, there's so many different avenues now to jump in with all the different shows he has going on, and I think at some point I was like, I got to be on one of the shows.
Listen,
You're like, it's gotta happen.
all the black classics. You are definitely a staple.
What's crazy is I did a vision board some years ago, and I always said black classic.
Really?
Yeah, and the picture was Nia Long and Lorenz and Love Jones, and that was this. So I feel like I kind of like did something
you're doing
there.
that for sure.
It's not a film, but it's a lot of different black classic shows. So I mean, I kind of checked that off. Now I'm like, okay, where's my action?
Yeah. Diversify your portfolio.
Yeah,
what is your dream role?
Action packed. I really want to.
Really?
Yeah, that's my dream role. That and Marvel.
Okay.
Marvel.
Are you afraid of like being in that bubble of like black actresses who literally stay in that bubble? It's hard for some of them to diversify like the roles that they get, or even the publicity they get, the media outlets that talk about them. Like, are you ever concerned about being in that bubble?
I think that it's natural to be concerned with that, right? Because, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but there are other things I want to do, such as Marvel, such as these things. So, but no, I feel like it's beautiful. I mean, it's a thing that I feel like you don't realize until you get in the industry and you start like, oh, there's other things, and there's, you know, but for me growing up, black classics was everything.
That's what it was.
You know, and that's what I looked up to. Yeah. So I take pride in being considered amongst the group that we consider, you know, black classic actors. Because I think it's great work. Personally.
Listen, before you came in here, BT, we were talking. I was just like, you kind of like the way that you're taking over the screen is kind of like giving me Nia Long vibes anyway. So it's crazy that you had her on your vision board because we just put Nia Long here already. And I feel like, you know, as you continue to grow in your career, you're going to be right there too.
Thank
and
you.
we're just so proud of you. And I just love seeing your face, and I can't wait to see even more of you. And I just feel like we got to know a lot more of you in this interview. You know what I'm saying? Just from where you came from to where you are now, and I'm just excited. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. And also, you know, we started from the bottom for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We watch you grow.
Yeah, thank you. And I take pride in that because there's so much that we all have to deal with, whether where we're from, because of, you know, our skin color, and you know, we fight all the time. We fighting to do whatever it is we want to do, and so I try to lead with that, and stay grateful in the process.
Yes.
Because there's always another level, there's always another role, there's always something bigger and better and more money and more accolades and awards and everything, you know what I mean? But I love being grounded and touching the people and relate and being relatable. So
real quick, do people ever mess up your name?
all the time. I'm everything in the world.
Serayah.
Serena Williams.
Serena.
Is it your real name?
Oh, wow.
It's weird. Serayah?
Yeah, Serayah.
Yes, that's my government name.
Serayah.
Serayah.
Dope.
Well, we appreciate you for stopping by the BallerAlert Show. Anytime, please come back.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I love it here.
BallerAlert.